Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you about the Tiny Cam Pro, also known as Tiny Cam Pro. Well, there's good news about Tiny Cam Pro. You can use a Wyze cam with Tiny Cam Pro, but if you don't have the SD card, it won't recognize it. So you'll probably need an SD card for continuous recording, and you can go back and play your recording. Now, if you thought you heard something in the house, and you know you heard something, that's a great way to set up the Wyze cam to record the moment you heard the noise and set up the time you heard the noise. So continuous recording would mean that you can use it even without the USB cable. So you need an SD card for that, because SD cards allow you to record even without uh, a USB cable. A cable means a cord that goes in the wall. Another thing about Wisecam is the only kind of card you can use is a fat 32 gigabyte card. That's because it won't recognize any other card but a fat 32 gigabyte card. Now that's very important for your camera. It's good to know. For Wi-Fi internet, you need a 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi bandwidth to use the Wyze cam. It won't recognize 5 gigahertz. It's set up for 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi wideband network. You need a 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi band width. And the other downside of it is you can record a 30 or 20-second clip when you catch the motion, because it will record the motion. So if someone walks by the camera, makes silly faces, it will record the moment the person making the silly faces. So you can say, that's the person making the silly faces. It's important to note that these cameras are used for, like, for me, I use them for ghost hunting. For noises I hear in the house, as I've been hearing weird noises in the house around 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning. I don't know why, but when I set up this camera, it will be important. Another thing I like to advise about the camera, you cannot put the camera in the sun. It will melt in the sun. Don't do that. You can ruin the camera when you do that. It won't scan in the sun. The sun's too bright for the lens. And the QR code doesn't scan with very bright light. So be careful. It's just a very sensitive camera. It's like, security cameras require a lot of memory. So they need a lot of bandwidth, like 2 gigahertz of Wi-Fi to function, because it's a different kind of camera than your Nikon or Fuji camera. We're talking about a Wyze cam. It's not a toy, folks. Don't think of it, it's not a toy. Cameras are not a toy. They're used for recording. Some people want to record things like memories, It's always good to record. Then you can go back over and over and watch the clip. You can even film your dog with it, I'm sure, but you need an SD card to do that. Personally, you can also buy a wall mounter and mount it on the wall and use it as a security camera. You can use it as a doorbell camera. You can use it as a garage camera to to remind you to close the garage. It's very important that these are to take note of what these things can do. It also has the ability to record night vision at nighttime, a certain specific thing at nighttime. It has night vision, infrared lights. You can also set up infrared lights with it because it can do infrared recording. It does night vision. It's amazing because you can also record at nighttime in the dark. With other cameras, you can't because it doesn't have night vision. Your camera has to have night vision to record at night. Most ghost hunters use full spectrum night vision cameras, like the one I have, Wyze. Wyze is also used for ghost hunting because it has night vision. Night vision's very important for ghost hunting because most ghost hunters do it at night. If you're gonna ghost hunt in a haunted asylum, I would rather go at night because they're more active at night. In the day, they're kind of low energy. They get their most energy at peak hours, like, oh, I don't know, 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It's more likely you'll get a haunting, or 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, the devil's hour. Once your paintings start flying off the wall, your china's being thrown in the air, you hear noises, you hear disembodied voices, then your house is haunted. You have the feeling of being watched. That's how you know your house is haunted. You hear footsteps when you're the only one at home and no one's at home. You hear giggling, children giggling, and there's no children in your home and no children outside. You have the feeling that someone's behind you when no one's behind you. This is why being haunted can, make you a little feel off putting or on putting. I don't know. Some people don't mind and some people do. A Wyze, let me explain, is you can get it on the Wyze website. They're selling Wyze on their site for $19. Otherwise, the one I got wasn't $19. It was quite expensive, but it was worth it. And it gave me 2 for the price of 1. So when you go on the Wyze website, you can buy a Wyze camera on it. But make sure you buy the proper one, the one you had before. I don't know if you need a picture of it. Would you? For quality purpose? For insurance, maybe? I don't know. I've never thought of it that way, so. Just so you know, that's what I know about Wyze. I'd like you to have a safe afternoon or evening, and take care.